Hey Shugs, I'm back with another video. If you are a YouTuber, if you are a business owner who makes lip gloss, you may have your own boutique, you may own your own lawn service company, you may be in the business of e-commerce, this video is for you. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so for those of you who are not familiar with what an LLC is, LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. And that basically means that the liability is limited to the business only. With that being said, I want you to know that there are two types of LLCs. You have a single member LLC and then you have a multiple member LLC. So if you are the only person who has ownership within your business, within your LLC, you will be considered a single member LLC. If you have partners or if you may own 50 to 25% of the business and then you have other individuals who also own a part of the business, then you have a multiple member LLC. Most people who decide to form an LLC typically just want to make sure that their business assets and their personal assets are completely separated. Therefore, if somebody, for instance, tries to sue you or anything like that, they can't come for your personal assets. Now, I'm just going to make a quick interjection here because when you form an LLC, many people go ahead and get their certificate of existence. But what will happen when you form your LLC? First of all, you're not able to put a P.O. box address on your forms to create your LLC. So therefore, most people usually put their home addresses on there. Well, when you put your home address on that filing form, it's public record. So what happens is scammers and people who are basically after money are able to send information to your home address with documents that look official but are not, in order to get money from you. So one of these things, and it happened to me, I have the proof right here. Someone sent me a certificate of existence request form. So it basically looks pretty official, and I'm just going to show you. All right, so this is the form. This is what they're going to send you. Okay, it's a document. It looks very official, and it says that it is a certificate of existence request form. So they have a respond date on there. They have at the very bottom the address, and they put a check or money order enclosed for this amount here. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but the amount that they are requesting money for is $72.50. Okay, so when you get that form, I want you to throw it out the door in the trash can. Okay, because if you pay attention to this little section here, I folded this sheet in half, but in the very middle right here, it says, "This is not a government agency." They are scam artists, and that kind of put a red flag in my mind that, hey, maybe I should check this out before I send whoever this is money. But it looks like an official government document, right? And it's going to come probably in an envelope like this that says "open immediately," as if it's very important, and it's actually from a scammer. The address does exist, but it's for a UPS store. And what happens is when you form your LLC and you put your home address on there, like I said, it's public record, so anybody can, get access to it. So whoever this is actually had, I guess, a mailbox at the UPS store. And the people who are actually taking this form as an official document are sending checks to this person's mailbox at a UPS store, and it's not official. So just to let you guys know, you can go online to the official website and order your certificate of existence for $10. Okay, so if you receive this form in the mail, you don't even have to open it. Don't open it. Don't send them money or anything like that, because it's a scam. They tried to get me, but boo, I do my research. Don't come over here for that. Don't come for me, okay? All right, so next I have a demonstration for you guys, okay? We have this bowl here. Excuse the inside of the bowl. It's been through some trials and tribulations, okay? All right, so our bowl here is going to represent your personal assets, all right? So we might have your car, you might have your house, personal money in your bank account, all of that good stuff. We just gonna throw it all in there, okay? These are our personal assets. This lovely Bounty paper towel here is going to represent the veil that you have established with your LLC. All right. My lovely headband here is going to secure the veil. So your veil was secured when you started your LLC, right? So we have limited liability here. That's what this headband is representing. So we have limited liability here. All of our personal assets are covered. They're secured by the veil, okay? So there is something that can happen if someone decides to sue you, and that is piercing the corporate veil. Even though your business is not a corporation, it's an LLC, this can still apply to your LLC, okay? So if someone goes to sue you and you go before the judge and you say, "Judge, I have my business over here where, all business conducted with this specific individual, or, everything with my sales and all that good stuff has been handled through my business." And then you have your personal assets here, okay? The judge can come in and decide to pierce your veil, pierce the veil, and that person who sues you can get access to all of your assets and take them because the veil has been pierced. So this is one thing that we do not want to happen to us, okay? You may never experience getting sued by someone, but at the same time, you may. If you own a lip gloss company, you may have a customer that, wants to go through the time and money to sue you because they had an allergic reaction to your lip gloss. Or, somebody may be injured while you're on your riding lawnmower with your lawn business. Something may come from under there and cut somebody. I don't know. But you never know if this is going to happen to you. Therefore, you want to make sure that you're doing everything possible in order to prevent someone from taking your personal assets and the judge allowing the piercing of the veil to take place upon your business. We don't want that. So what are we going to do about it? I'll let you know. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is to make sure you keep your business and personal expenses and all that good stuff separated, okay? The best way to do this is as soon as you form your LLC, go get a business banking account. One mistake that a lot of businesses make is purchasing inventory and different supplies for their business with their personal account. That's one thing that you do not want to do, because if you are ever in front of a judge, you want to be able to show records that everything that has to do with your business has been paid for by your business and not your personal accounts, and vice versa. You never want to use your business banking account for any personal expenses. If you go out of town and you're by yourself, you don't have any business dealings going on, you don't want to pay for food or gas or a hotel or anything with your business banking account. Okay, that's all personal things. It has nothing to do with business. If you are going on a business trip, that's a totally different situation for a totally different video. Okay, so you want to make sure that there is a distinction there. You have your business on this side and your personal expenses and assets on this side. Do not allow the two to cross paths. All right, it's as if you're an employer, and you're not going to see an employer go into Chick-fil-A and take money out of the cash box and go buy an outfit. They're not going to do that, because those are business funds. We want to keep those separate from our personal accounts and our personal expenses and assets. All right, number 2, I want you guys to make sure that you are keeping adequate records for your business and also hosting meeting minutes. Okay, meeting minutes is not something that is required by your state. However, it is encouraged, and it is encouraged for the purpose of, if you ever do get into the situation where you have to go before a judge because someone has sued you, then it keeps you protected. You want to make sure that you have records of everything that you purchase, of any invoices that you have. You want to keep track of those things. Any member withdrawals that you take for your personal paychecks, which is anytime you pay yourself, is basically called a member withdrawal or member distribution. You are the member, you are the owner, therefore owner equals member. Paycheck to yourself equals member withdrawal or member distribution. So make sure you keep adequate documentation for yourself. Make sure you keep minutes of your meetings. If you're by yourself, you're going to have a meeting with yourself. So if you decide to purchase that lawnmower that costs $1,500, if you had other members within your LLC, they would need to be consulted within a meeting, or they would need to approve this purchase in a meeting. So what are you going to do? Hello, the meeting has started. Yes, I would like to propose that we buy this expensive lawnmower that costs $1,500. Is that okay with you? Yes, that's perfectly fine with me. I think that will be very beneficial to our business. Great, I will go ahead and make the purchase. And your meeting is done. Okay? However, this information needs to be documented. If you don't know how to record minutes, there are many templates that you can find on Google that will be specifically for making a purchase or whatever your meeting is going to be about. There are specific templates for that. All you have to do is fill it out, sign it, and keep record of it. I actually have a website that I found that's pretty good about free templates, and I will post it probably up here so that you won't have to kind of figure it out for yourself. Go to this website and it will have a template that's specifically for whatever meeting you're needing for your business. All right, since we're talking about adequate records, you want to make sure that you have an operating agreement in place. Even though this isn't a requirement when you form your LLC, it is definitely encouraged. This is one of those records, this is one of those forms of documentation that can help your case and prove that you are separate from your business. Let me add this tip, guys. With keeping adequate records, I want you to make sure that anytime you sign any type of agreement, any type of contract dealing with your business, you will not sign your name only. You always want to sign your business name, and then your title within your business. So say for instance, if you own Brad's Lawnmower Care and you are Brad Johnson, on the signature line of any contract that you enter, of any bank account that you open, you always want to sign Brad's Lawn Care, the word by, B-Y, colon, Brad Johnson, comma, owner. Okay? So you sign your business name. Do not sign your name first, because once again, going back to step number 1, we are keeping business and personal dealings completely separate. Okay? So make sure that you sign your company name, your name, and then your position within your company. All right, guys, the last thing I have for you all is to make sure you keep your business properly capitalized. Inadequate capitalization is one of those things that can pierce the veil and allow that person who's trying to take all of your money, take all of your assets from your business, as well as your personal assets. Okay? We don't want that to happen. So you want to make sure that you keep enough money within the business to pay for your debts, to pay for your taxes, to pay for the business expenses, and also to pay yourself. So if you make a certain amount of money within the month of February, you want to make sure that you are not taking all of the revenue out of your business to pay yourself. So typically, if you are a single member LLC, you want to pay yourself around 30% if you have consistent inventory within your business. 30% is a good number to take out of your bank account on the 10th and the 25th. So the 10th and the 25th are good dates to go ahead and pay yourself that 30% of what the business has made, and the rest you can allocate toward your profit, your taxes, and your expenses. So do not overpay yourself, because you don't want to regret it in the end. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you all today. I want you to make sure that you keep all of these tips in mind when you form your LLC. If you haven't formed your LLC yet, then you're ahead of the game. So just a quick rundown. Number 1, you want to make sure that you keep your business and your personal dealings completely separate. Do not commingle funds. Do not allow that line to cross. Number 2, make sure you get that operating agreement in place, guys. Make sure that you are keeping adequate records of all your expenses, of all the things that you have to encounter throughout your business dealings, of all the invoices that you have, everything that goes out, as well as your paychecks. Make sure you keep track of everything. If you don't think you should keep track of it anyway, and consult a tax accountant. Also, make sure that you are keeping meeting minutes, because you want those documents in place just in case you ever get into the piercing the corporate veil situation. Okay? All right, the last tip, guys, number 3, make sure you keep your business properly capitalized. It's all about checks and balances. Since you don't have those other members to keep you accountable, you want to make sure that you are not overpaying yourself. Once you pay yourself that 30% or whatever amount you've decided to allocate toward your member distributions, make sure you have enough toward taxes, expenses, debt, all of that good stuff. Do not undercapitalize your business. Do I need to say it for the people in the back? Don't take all your money from themselves, boo. And go pay your rent and everything else. You want to make sure that you have enough in your business account where your business can still function and flow like it needs to. And you also have to consider that every month is not going to be the same. So you may have a really good month, and it's okay to take, a little bit extra sometimes. But if you're used to taking a member withdrawal of about 30%, don't jump from 30% to 80%. make sure it has a nice flow to it, because you never know how 6 months down the road may affect your business. Just like we've seen with the pandemic, you don't know what could happen. So make sure that you're paying yourself enough, and also that you're keeping enough money in your business. Okay? I have learned so much from researching information about how to start my LLC, about how to run my LLC, guys, and I hope this information was helpful to you. If so, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Hit that notification bell so that anytime I post any other videos, you'll be the first to be notified. All right, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned. Bye, Suge.